As we wait for 3.18 to drop and all the changes, additions, and beginnings that it promises to bring, another shining beacon of hope comes with it: the wipe. As you might already know, I'm a fan of wipes as they add an element of freshness to our limited selection of gameplay, and this time it's a good one. Reputation will be wiped too, alongside our wallets and in-game purchased and found items, that includes ships. But what does this mean for you? Well, that all depends. If you're a backer with an extensive selection of ships pledged, it means you have a fair whack of components and weapons to repurchase. And if you've just got the one simple starter, you might already have your eyes set on that next step up. And for this, you're going to need space money, and probably fast. And with the reputation to reacquire through a slog of missions, that task may be a little more time consuming than you'd like. Don't worry, citizens, my name's Beard of Oz, and today I'm going to share my top picks for post-wipe money earners. It's going to be a short video, and some of these activities I've already done videos on, so I'll be linking them in the description below, as well as putting cards on screen. If you find any of the info contained within helpful, hit that like button, so that unlike my mum, the YouTube algo gods will be proud of me. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Let's dive in. My first suggestion is the investigation missions detailed in this video popping up on your screen right now. They currently don't have a reputation tree, so there's no growth to these missions, but for something that you can pick up straight away in your first day in Stanton with no experience required, close to 30,000 credits to find some bodies at a wreck site is a pretty sweet deal. These locations also have the potential for some loot, and who knows, maybe we'll see some expansion to that with the Courier Factor beginning its rollout with 3.18. These missions are a great way to get your FPS combat on and snag some cool looking pirate gear. Located in ArcCorp and Microtech, these missions will appear in the Mercenary tab. Listed as urgent boarding action, they have you going to liberate a captured 890 jump in orbit of either the planet or a moon of these systems. Note, you must be in these systems for it to show for you, and there's only one at a time in each system, so if another citizen has claimed it, you won't see it until they've completed it and left the area. An important thing to note is that when you make it to the ship, there's a chance of 2 Cutlass Blacks appearing and attempting to kill you, so if you don't have a decent bit of firepower on your side, you may want to avoid this one. Once you've made it to the 890 jump, you'll have a number of enemies to kill, and there are also friendly security forces on board, but they won't last long. Be mindful not to shoot them. Once you enter the ship, you'll have a timer to stop a data hack transfer. This isn't vital to the mission completion, but it does offer a bonus. It will be one of several possible locations. It looks like this. Kill all the enemies, stop the hack if you can, and feel free to loot some cool pirate armor. So long as it all goes well, that's a cool 45k in your space wallet. More if you remember to activate Call to Arms and stop the hack. One of my favourite reputation-related game loops is Courier Missions, or Box Missions. They don't offer much in the beginning, and they can take a bit of time, but it's the fastest rep grind to complete at the moment, and its top tier mission will earn you 45k just to deliver boxes. It's all detailed in this video here, go check it out for more info. The next is Combat Assist Beacons. These will be a little harder to chain as they are a very popular method of stacking cash fast, and should one pop up, I'd recommend snagging it. Depending on the ship you're using and how confident and competent a combat pilot you are, these missions can be something of an easy money maker. They'll pop up in each of the 4 sectors and start as small as a bit over 1k, and even these smaller ones are worth your time. They tend to show up the more often you do them, and the closer you are to these empty patches of space where they tend to populate. You can work your way up to hundreds of thousands, but be warned, these are designed for groups of fighters. Stick to the low and moderate until you've got a bit more firepower at hand. The last one is a tried and true popular early game moneymaker, and that's the illegal monitor missions. Found in the Mercenary tab, this will have you travel to the com array around a planet or moon and locate and destroy 3 illegal monitoring probes. The best method for this one is to fly about pinging with your scanner, then target locking what you find. Once you attack one of these monitors, you'll have a limited amount of time to destroy all 3 before a signal gets sent out and the mission fails. Best practice is to locate all 3 before taking your first shots, as sometimes they can be a little further out, and scrambling to locate one last hidden probe can result in a failed mission. There are also enemy ships that will spawn into attack, but it's best to just ignore them. Destroy the probes, get out, chaining these missions together for a steady supply of income. And there you have it, my top picks for post-wipe money earning. There are others, no doubt, but these are the ones I'd recommend early game. What about you? Do you have any suggestions? Feel free to share them in the comments section below. If you've learned something useful, be sure to show your appreciation and hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check out another one of my videos here. And as always, citizens, stay safe in the verse, and I'll catch you all next time.